Hello. Hello. Hold on, I gotta kill off the music. I had it in a weird system there. We are back with The Witcher, which we didn't get to do much last time. Let me see. Dungeon. Oh, the jail sort of dungeon. Yeah, I was trying to remember what we were doing last time. I mean, we went to the sewers, but then, yeah, we went and gave Jetro some fist tech, which I don't think actually helped us that much, did it? But one thing we gotta do is Vivaldi, actually. Vivaldi is clipped through the floor. Yeah, we needed some money to get Vivaldi out. I think 200 is what we need, so I assume we probably have enough like random trash for that. So really all we gotta do is wait for the markets to open. And I guess we could go and sleep. But I do want to see if there's anything out here in the streets during the night. Anything else to do? We did the one quest already to help the prostitutes, but I'm not sure if there's something else going on here. Oh, there's a flatter. That's a vampire type enemy. Come on, Geralt. Do not put your sword away. I don't think we have any info on the flatter. Yeah, I haven't read... I know there's a book about vampires, but I have not read it, so I'm just gonna assume Silver Sword and Quick Style. Might even be... Yeah, Strong Style seems to be just fine. Oh, and odd into a slash works as well. Well then. Fled of Fangs and some Abomination Lymph. Nothing to collect otherwise. Was there a reason to go meet Tala? Probably not. I mean, Tala's gonna buy anything I have, but about it. Grab some herbs. I like how this Temerian battle flail here flails around when opening the inventory. Siegfried, what's up? You got anything?
Is responsibility.
Agreed. Yeah, pretty much I need just the shops to be open so I can sell some stuff. Don't recall there being anything for us to do, particularly during the night. Though again, it might be worth it to just check around. Because I mean, if we don't have anything to do during the night, it will be unlikely that I'll go out and look for anything during the night. Give it a few ghouls. Too fast. Easy ghouls. Oh yeah, and I even have, I think I have necrophage oil on this thing. So the ghouls are gonna be going down very easy. Plus always odd and slash. The tried and true method. The game says I need alchemy, but it seems like all I need are some signs.
The dead and undead await behind that gate. Plenty of work for a witcher.
Oh, I can go through. I was assuming that I was stuck in here. Grave digger, cemetery. Oh, I am. I am stuck in here. I think we were supposed to talk to the gravekeeper, but I assume they are also here just during the day. So that's another thing. I feel like the voices are quite low compared to everything else. Oh, why is the voice volume down a little bit? Let's pull it up.
We give our lives to the Order.
Maybe that'll help with Geralt being quite quiet during those cutscenes as well. Generally in games, like I don't see any reason not to have voices be like a few smidgens higher than everything else.
Are you lost?
Who lives here?
Don't answer a question with a question.
Let me rephrase.
Some nerve. This is Ramsmeat's house, and he never spoke of a visiting mutant, so scram.
I think still like Geralt's voice is so like low. There, let me pull up like everything by 1 and then turn everything else down by 1. So the voices are a little bit louder. But yeah, that's Ramsmeat's house. No reason to go there yet. Common we did the mission for.
Thanks for helping. They leave us alone now.
You're on your own?
You mad? Some local boys take care of us. They just couldn't handle those freaks.
I see.
What's it to be? 200 orens? Unless you'd rather collect another way.
I mean, 200 orens is exactly what I need for Vivaldi. But I do wonder if we get like something else. Can I quick save here? No. Cannot quick save during conversation. I'm gonna refuse the goal in case we get something else good.
I'm no materialist.
The good book says no service goes unrewarded. I'll make it known around town and amongst the working girls. We whores know how to show gratitude.
That's nice.
You're quite unique, but there's no shortage of frauds who'd pretend they're you. Let's agree you'll bring the girls flowers if there's any doubt.
That's how they'll know who I am?
For certain. I've never heard of a patron who gave flowers to a whore.
I think we already played common, but let's... The options there, so let's play some dice. Is that... that is 5 high straight. Let's go high. It's quite likely a win. You win. That's 3 of a kind. That's good as well. Versus 1 pair. I can raise high. I mean, really no point in not raising high on the second one. Still 3 of a kind. And I lost. That just means more money in the pot. 3 of a kind. Versus 2 pairs. Tree of a kind is better. I'm gonna go in hard. And we're gonna try to get a fourth of a kind. Nope. I lost it. No. You lose.
Nice to see you.
Gotta keep on playing then. Gotta win. Gotta win my money back. One pair. Versus 2 pairs. Go for more. 3 of a kind. Versus 2 pair. Nice. Still winning. One pair versus 1 pair. Oof, nothing. Still holding on to the 1 pair. And I lost. Tree of a kind. 3 trees. Versus 2 pairs. And 4 of a kind. That's tough to beat. Trying to go for a full throw. There we go. Got a little bit of money back.
Nice.
I'll do one more, so we can maybe recoup some of those losses. One pair against 1 pair. That one went off. 2 pairs. 2 pairs versus... Oh, I win. Nice. I was fearing it was going to be a tree of a kind situation. That's 1 pair versus... nothing. Well then. Go for a 3rd. Nope. Nothing. Trying to beat 1 pair is not too hard, but I win. I have the higher pair. There we go. So, all in all, I made 12 orans from that. Not the best. Though that's good to know that I can come in here and play common for a little bit of coin. And, I mean, I might just do that, because there isn't anything else I can do right now. So we could just do that and, oh, thugs. Save. We could just do that and get the money for Vivaldi.
Looking for adventure? You look lost.
Lots of thugs.
Someone stole my trousers. Wait till I'm...
Oh, that's the door out. My inventory is pretty full as it is. Ham sandwich. And a chicken sandwich. Don't have room for either one.
Damn, what a freak. Yoo-hoo!
I just got a lot of food in here. I was expecting something better. All just food. There we go. Thought it crashed for a moment there. Go down. Okay, maybe I'll try to play common.
Nice to...
Try to get to that 200. So, I mean, if we bet 30, then that'll get to it. If I roll particularly well, I might raise even. That's 2 pairs versus a 5 high straight. I'm gonna go ahead and not raise that. Now I don't remember again. Does a full house beat a straight? I think no. That's what I'll go for, because I can't really get anything else either, so... And nothing. Lost. Tree of a kind. Good start. Versus Tree of a Kind, but I have a higher Tree of a Kind though, so I'm gonna go ahead and put in some more money just to get some more winnings out of this one, and we're gonna get a 4th 4. Nope. Nothing. Don't get a 1. Yes. I win. I win. 1 more. Gotta win this one. 2 pairs, unless that one explodes. Nope. 2 pairs. Versus 1 pair. Stop. I'll raise it up. And let's roll for a full house here. Ah, come on, come on, come on. Yes, yes, it went for it. Full house. Versus Tree of a Kind. I win. Easy peasy. Easy money. Alright, now we can go and let Vivaldi out of prison. Some stuff. I'm constantly about to cast art. No. No, girl. No. This way. The long way around. And I think I might as well just sleep here in the dungeon then. Can I talk to Vivaldi?
No chance. Anyone arrested for dealing with Scoia'tael is a political prisoner.
He's just an old dwarf.
Why are you standing up for him?
I need to talk to him.
Pay the 200 bail, and I'll let him out. You can do whatever you want then.
Here's a
your
coin.
coin.
Visit Vivaldi at his house. How about here?
What brings you here?
Looking for the leader of the organization, the secret gates, and house business.
I'm looking for the leader of a certain organization.
You suspect me because I'm a dwarf?
I have several suspects, not only dwarves.
What do you want?
I've got my eye on you.
Come back when you stop talking crap.
I want to discuss Salamandra.
Why?
The professor's bail money came from your bank.
You offend me deeply with this slander.
But
Generations of Vivaldis built this bank, and you suggest our gold serves criminals? Out!
Out of here? Of the dungeon? I believe
you. Nothing but a pile of suspicions. I have to assume you're clean for now.
You've rejected racial prejudice and realized the truth. When you discover the true culprit, you tell me. I'm curious who it is.
All right, all right. But now, give me the
What
book.
brings you here?
Do you have a copy of the secret gates?
I do, and what remains of my collection. It's yours if you want it.
How much?
You pulled me from prison. Take it as a gift.
Thank you.
How's business?
I don't want to discuss it.
Your choice.
Yes, I have that left.
A lucky dwarf.
What brings you here?
Goodbye.
All right. All right. The secret gates. Old men say that long, long ago a mage lived in the swamp. He spent his days and nights poring over his books and pipettes. They say he was seeking the stone that turns lead into gold and springs water into moonshine. In other words, a stone that sublimates all matter. The gods were not pleased because in his pride he would reach where no mortal should. Thus, one night a terrible storm struck the mage's tower down. However, he built a new one and cast spells to tame the storm. This tower stood until another dark night. The earth itself moved and toppled it. Yet he built a new one and cast spells to bind the earth itself. And so neither heaven nor earth could harm the mage. Then one day he disappeared. Some say he took on an apprentice and this brought him to his doom. Others claim a woman was his undoing. Yet others, that his own creations turned against the mage. In any case, the tower stands locked and guards its secrets, and what lurks inside, nobody knows. Did I not read this before? I did not. Okay. 10 worldly elements, 10 cornerstones, all emerge from these 10. Seeker, lift your eyes, search your past, and you shall find. He who knows your cause holds wisdom and will share it when asked. Another has gained uncountable riches, yet has compassion in his heart. Your heart, in turn, does not harbor love, but it is with one who knows mercy when able to love. Once blind, now plunge into your mind, your memory. Dark and dangerous is the path from enslavement to the promised kingdom. A goddess tries over. Virgin, mother, old woman. 3 faces, 3 graces. Understanding, power, glory. Achievable through sacrifice and prayer. The foundation lies in the deep. Be not tempted by the errant fires. Defeat death, and you will be rewarded. Victory is gained only by fighting its sentry. He who leads through labyrinth mysteries will offer you the crown of consciousness. At your path's end, awareness will be yours. You will comprehend. What is locked will open before you. The 10 names are wisdom, understanding, love, compassion, power, victory, glory, foundation, kingdom, and crown. All right. Prisoners.
3rd month inside, so I've grown accustomed. Better than home. I'm innocent. This is Arnold, my rat.
You've got a rat named Arnold as well. Seems like everybody's got that. Do I have anything here? Temerian steel sword. Got anything else to say? No.
See ya.
Oh, Vincent's out here. What's up, Vincent?
What is it, Witcher?
See ya.
Nothing. All right. I mean, I do need to rest. Gardener is out. Is like other shopkeepers out already?
Look how they
Pretty
grow.
early. Let me trade you. Here's some dried fruit. That'll be fine.
Look at
What was your quest?
I'm here about the notice.
you. Look like a warrior. Care to kill
Oh.
Echinops for me?
Certainly.
Bring their thorns as proof.
Yep. Does seem like things are waking up. This area is not yet quite. I need the shopkeeper there to buy my books.
Come back tomorrow.
Oh.
A state of quarantine is hereby announced.
What's a state of quarantine?
It means that you'll pass through neither the castle nor merchant's gates, and if the plague has you, hospital if you're lucky, cemetery if you're not.
That actually makes me think, can I actually pass back into the outskirts? Which gate would it be? Not that one. That one. Is it the gate to Dyke? I mean, I might generally just want to go and rest up for an hour anyway and do a quick meditation. I think I have a level up. I think. You doing anything here, con artist?
You look able with a sword.
What is it?
I hid family valuables just before the war, and now...
You want to hire a stranger to retrieve them? You're kidding, right?
I know you well enough. I saw your sort during the war, death marching alongside them.
What's the deal?
Keep it all, as long as you return the family ring to me.
Why is this ring so precious?
With that ring, I'll come into my inheritance.
Tell me more, but know that I don't kill humans.
Don't jump to conclusions. Undead linger near my belongings. All I want is the return of my ring.
I mean, your name is con artist, so I don't really believe you, but...
Fine. And I keep everything but the family ring?
Yes, all yours in return for the ring. This key will open the gate in the sewers.
Where exactly will I find this treasure?
Enter the sewers and look for a gate. Beyond is the crypt where I hid the chest.
And where will I find you when I return?
I'll wait here every morning.
I got a little bit of space in the inventory here. Gonna do a quick stint to the sewers. And I got my necrophage oil still on, so this is all good. Oh, fast time. So I get the timing down again. Second attack is so long. So I have found a few locked doors here. Hideout in the sewers. So is it this one? Yep. It's very dark. Another crypt adventure. I thought we already did this last time. I'm gonna chug a cat. And my toxicity is actually going so high up that I do need to meditate soon. Reveres were just they were nothing too special. Bought 4 of these in that one house. Seems to be sort of the same kind of idea as the one with the cultists. I mean, I guess it's all just the same big complex of crypts. Actually didn't go into a insta-kill with that. Oh yeah, I have the 3 meteorites, so I should make a sword. Here's this one. Oh, there's 2 of them. The other one's a ghoul, though. I think I'll focus down this big one first. Oh, there's more. I was wondering why I couldn't get any loot. More? That's where I need to go. This area doesn't seem to be too big because a lot of it is locked off. So I think this is pretty much everything we got. This Gravia to be surprising me from behind. Whoa, I got knocked down. No, did it get the... Nope, didn't get a insta-kill on me. I should, again, I need to remember better to set up saves. Because enemies can just one-shot me. And the game's not the best at creating autosaves. Fireplace. But it's a dead end. Family ring and a silver amber ring. Seems fine. Like, sometimes the game feels a little bit easy for, you know, being on hard mode, but I do have the necrophage oil on and everything, so, you know, makes sense that it's pretty effective.
Witcher.
Here's your ring. I'm keeping the rest.
As agreed. My foolish comrades died while I survived.
What are you talking about?
None of your concern. Bye.
I will see if this family heirloom turned out to be stolen goods. Hey.
Witcher.
Farewell.
Would have thought. Farewell. I don't have anything for this relief yet.
My balls itch.
Okay, the town seems to be
Shine your shoes.
waking up pretty well here. Hopefully, nope. Still don't have that one merchant over there.
Human footstool.
Don't say another word about Mahakam.
Let's go talk to Kalkstein about those clues we got, and then also rest. I assume I can sleep at Kalkstein's.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
About the tower.
Yes?
I have new information on the tower.
Tell me quickly.
Before this tower, the mage erected 2 others, but both collapsed. This one served as his house and lab.
I knew that. Anything more?
The mage lived there until he disappeared, most likely dead. He constructed clay golems that served him but hardly seemed a major achievement.
That would agree with the legends of the Sentry.
There are 10 cornerstones involving the elements and threads of fate from which all this was born.
Sephirot! So the old scrolls are true!
One book contained hints of the stone's whereabouts.
We must find all 10 Sephirot. I own one of them, Chokmah, the Stone of Wisdom.
I suppose I'm to find the others?
Yes. Near the tower, you'll find a circle of stone obelisks. When you have all 10 Sephirot, place them on the obelisks. Ah, so close. What a breakthrough. I'll abolish the theory of those stuffy professors in Oxenfort. I'll destroy them, smash them.
Kalkstein, don't get worked up until I find the stones, which won't be easy. The information in these books is murky at best.
Sorry, could you show me these books? I'll make notes for you.
Here.
There you are.
Thank you for the notes. Need to find the 9 remaining Sephirot and place them on the corresponding obelisk.
How do I get to the swamp?
Through the western gate is a dike leading to Old Vizima.
What then?
You'll find a ferry to take you to the swamp.
The ferry goes both ways?
Yes, there's a dock in the swamp near the brickmaker's hamlet.
Thanks.
Sorry, I got lost in thought.
I mean, I'm allowed to go there right now, is my question. Flederfangs. I might need a Flederfangs for a quest. Spectre Wraiths and damn, I still got these 2 books to get. They are 400 each, so not gonna be reading them just now. Let me meditate a little bit. Because my toxicity is way too high. Yeah, we got three bronze talents. What should we go with? I mean, those signs are gonna be good to increase. Intoxicated. Damage increase when low on health. Predator cannot be achieved normally. Deflect arrows. And that might be pretty useful. Alcohol intoxication down. More places of power. More damage. I mean, plus 20%, plus 25% to damage is pretty nice. Overall. Get the arrow deflection. And then I guess we could like start increasing damage. I'll just start it down from the steel and just go down to that, increasing the damage of each. Let's see, do we have any alchemy we would want to do? I don't have any... Yeah, I don't have any healing. And also I used up my last cat. I mean, we're not looking for any cat right now, though. That's the thing. This one's gonna give us a silver talent, so we should definitely brew that. But yeah, then some swallow. Couple of swallows. And I think we'll leave it at that for now. Yeah, we'll meditate the 2 hours. We are out of toxicity and stressed up a little bit. Drink this one for the silver. Let's see if I can go and sell my stuff. And I guess I should go and see if I can actually go to the swamps. I thought I couldn't, but it's looking more and more like I actually can.
What can I do for you?
Sell this silver amber ring. This one's also an extra ring. This is a signet ring, so I'll keep that. That just sold for 300, I just noticed. So that's some good money right there. Alright, and inventory cleared out a little bit as well. Might need some books.
What do you want?
Kalkstein had the 2. But let's see. I've read all of this, so I can sell them all. Yep, read all of them. So I'm up to almost 800. Let's see if I want to buy anything. Wyvern, Basilisk, and Cockatrice. Spectre, Noon Wraith, and Night Wraith. Zercanian Alchemy. Dragon Stream. On the Koske. Is that a... Is that an enemy? I think I'll just read about both of these expensive ones so we can get them over with, because I can just sell it right back, and then I have enough for the other one that costs 400. The Ornithosaurus. And read this one. And sell it back. Like that. We're down to 153.
What terrible times.
Alright. Let's go to, oh, this is not opened. Let's go to Vivaldi's. Because I think one of the Sephiroths, I think it's probably now here in the quest log. But one of the Sephiroths was, spoke of somebody rich. So I think that might be that one. What is it called? A mysterious tower. There we go. I've gathered 2 Sephiroth. Also glossary on the Sephirot. Calx's notes. Compassion from Declan. Mercy Vaska, leader of the brickmakers in the swamp. Kingdom is the sewers beneath Vizima. I mean, that might be one that I already got then. Understanding. Power and Glory, statues of Meritele, one in Swamp, St. Levitos Hospital, and a third one. Foundation, Cave in the Swamp, Victory, the Tau Sentry, Brown, Destiny. Here Kalkstein outdid himself. His notes indicate I'll find the last Sephiroth by chance, for instance, while sitting in the privy or in the roast chicken. I order at the Hairy Bear, an unknown. Destiny will throw it in my hands. Next time I see Kalkstein, I'll ask him if he hides his gnomish roots on purpose, fearing racist persecution. Oh, so it didn't actually name drop Vivaldi then.
Witcher!
Zoltan Shive, good to see you.
You got inside the town okay? Plenty of work for a Witcher in Vizima.
It seems so. How did you manage to get in?
Nasty non-humans will always find a way to sneak into human homes.
True enough. Listen, Zoltan, I wanted to talk to you.
Yes?
Who's the richest person in Vizima's temple quarter?
Used to be Vivaldi, but now Declan Luvarden's your man. The guy shits gold.
Beautiful analogy. Thanks.
Yes?
I'm looking for work.
Monsters are threatening the landing in the swamp. Everyone keeps complaining.
Who should I talk to about ridding them of the danger?
Contact Luvarden. He's usually on the dike, supervising the loading and unloading of goods.
Thanks, Zoltan.
Yes?
I've won a few poker rounds already.
Congratulations! You're a virgin no more. Now you'll play for real.
Where do I find these famed Viziman poker players?
Where you find all other things illegal. Near the Hairy Bear.
This might get interesting.
Don't be surprised if someone doesn't want to play with you. Real bigwigs will only deal with professionals.
And a professional is?
One who wins at least 4 professional games. Do that and you'll be welcome at every table.
I need to beat 4 professionals. Breeze.
Oh, don't run away.
Yes?
Know anything about Vivaldi's bank?
Now it's only Vivaldi's by name.
How so?
New owners. Humans.
That explains a lot.
Really?
How are you doing?
Ever considered marriage, Geralt?
My profession's not exactly conducive to marriage. Infertility, incessant risk, travel. Not many women would agree to that.
You see, I'm having doubts.
Go on.
I haven't seen her for some time, and I'm getting jealous. She-dwarves are so desirable.
I suggest we drink heavily, if that doesn't help.
You mocking me?
I wouldn't dare.
Hardly something to laugh about.
Got a minute?
What's eating you?
I warn you, some philosophy's involved.
The meaning of life, eh?
The evil that witchers fight stems from chaos, from actions aimed at disturbing order. For where evil spreads, order cannot be established. Instead of the light of wisdom, the glimmer of hope, and the glow of warmth, darkness ensues. And in darkness you find nothing but blood, fangs, and claws. Like in the outskirts.
Nicely put, but as young Sero said to King Verdank on their first date, does it have any practical uses?
The right of witchers to live and function in this world has fallen out of balance, because the struggle between good and evil now plays out on a different battlefield with different rules. Evil has ceased being chaotic. No longer a blind elemental power, evil follows rules according to the rights it's been granted. It functions in line with treaties.
That's progress. With more of us living longer, we can slaughter one another in the thousands. Progress is like a herd of pigs. The herd brings many benefits, but no one should wonder at all the shit.
Shit or no shit, witchers exist to slay monsters. How can I when the real monsters hide behind ideals, faith, or the law?
The biggest evil is moral relativity, which kills more than the Catriona plague and dragons combined. Witchers will always be needed, no matter where that pig herd leads us.
Thanks, Sultan.
Yes?
We can play, but I've already beaten Zoltan, so... So I assume this does not help me anymore. Need to go and clear Vivaldi. Regardless. 2 pairs against 2 pairs. Let's play for high. Let's go for full house. Nope. Zoltan goes for a Tree of a Kind and gets it. The ropes then. That's a nothing. Versus a pair. Do you want to push it? Nah, I mean, I'll cut my losses here. Two pair. But loses to a Tree of a Kind. Oof. You win, Zoltan. You win.
Idleness tires me.
So Kalkstein, nothing but Vivaldi. Hello?
What brings you here?
I hope you recover your assets.
That bank has belonged to my family for ages, and now some human. You call this justice?
I've figured out Azar Javed's contacts.
Interesting.
Sorry I suspected you. I know you've lost control of your bank.
Kind to be so frank with a dwarf.
Anytime.
I have information about Javed that might be useful.
Even the smallest details sometimes are.
I saw his name in old files. He paid tuition at the sorcerer school in Barnard. He was expelled after taking an interest in dark magic. He stopped paying tuition, and that was the last trace of him in our system. You're dealing with a renegade, and a dangerous one at that.
Thanks. Vivaldi's gratitude. Add a level. The blacksmith's still not gonna work with me, I'm pretty sure. See what this house is. I feel like I've been here. Probably not, actually. I would have looted that. Maybe. Well, not much in there anyway. I guess I could go and talk to the blacksmith just to be sure.
Human come to see a non-human. You need something?
I'm not entirely human, and yes, you might have something I need.
Malcolm Stein. Not a better blacksmith in all of Vizima.
Will you sell me your wares?
Zoltan praised you, so we can trade. If you care to buy something, see my apprentice. I do the forging and handle special orders.
Good. Meteorite sword. But I mean, I have these. How do I? How do?
What do you need?
Show me your wares.
Mr. Chive says you're right and honorable, so I see no reason not to trade. Here you are.
Oh yeah, you should grab this and this. Definitely don't need those. An excellent leather jacket. Oh, 5k. Oh. Okay, yeah, I do not have the money for that one. The rest of this stuff, not really. I mean, that would be very nice to have. But, yeah, I do not have the money for it.
Need some?
Nice workshop. You must be proud. But where's your equipment?
They took it! Those sons of bitches! Now I must rent if I want to work.
Thieves?
No, worse. Damn city officials. Slap me with taxes on running a non-human business. Trading in non-human goods. How the hell do they imagine I'll forge things for humans? I'm a bleeding dwarf. Strange coincidence, too. That character connected with the altar recently acquired new Mahakaman anvils, strangely similar to my own.
Will you sell me your...
Zoltan!
I need my sword reforged, yes. I don't want to sell it. Wanna... remember how this works. Look it up. Oh, okay. I see. So yeah. So the sword right here is the sword that comes from these meteorite pieces. Yeah, I see. But I can't buy it because it costs 600 orens on top of that, so. With a little bit of extra money. But yeah, that's not the most clear system, I'd say. That it appears in the inventory once you
Show me your
Mr. Chive
have the ability to yeah, like you have the items in your inventory and then you can buy them. That's kind of weird. But yeah, I mean, if I can go to the swamps now, then I really should, because there's a lot of stuff to do there. I was imagining I was not allowed to go through here either.
I'm sleepy. No passage.
Care to say why?
Captain said to watch you, not let you pass. Understood?
I don't have... I have the signet ring of the flame, but that doesn't really help me. How much? Left click bribe in dialogues to set the amount of attempted to bribe.
Shove off, rogue. Come back when you get serious.
Nope. Take a look at my ring.
Wasting my time.
Thought so. Okay, so we gotta either bribe with a little bit more gold, or then we gotta get a
farewell
ring of the gods. Let me go and with the detective.
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
They've moved the prisoner to the hospital.
All the better. There'll be fewer guards there.
They'll still be watching him.
You could talk to them at night. No witnesses.
I'll think about it.
Good tip.
I'm all ears.
See you soon.
Nothing else. I guess I should go to the hospital, because I gotta pick up the Sephirot from there, and then we could also see about talking to the prisoner.
The price of greatness is responsibility.
Yeah, there's the prisoner. Charlie doesn't seem to be over here. Oh, right here.
Quickly, I need to get back to work.
I saw guards.
They delivered this badly injured man.
Who injured him?
Guards won't talk to me. He must be important. They want a quick recovery.
I'd like to question this man.
Come back in the evening. The guards might be more talkative, especially with strong drink in hand.
All right, I'll come back later.
Quickly, I need to get back to work.
So we've got to get back here during the evening.
Stay away from the prisoner.
All right.
Yeah. But not to waste my money. I was expecting to take something from this and not give it anything. So there's nothing I can give.
How can I help?
I seek something and found a clue I can't understand.
It is well you came. The goddess is infinitely wise.
The clue says... Well, read it yourself.
3 faces. That's Melitele. Behold the statue with the goddess's 3 faces.
And the sacrifice?
Only nature's harvest. Fruit, plants, flowers. Melitele dislikes killing done in her name.
Okay. I mean, I do have some plants, but apparently not the right kind. I don't have any flowers either, for example. That might be the thing that we are looking for. I think I had some flowers in my room at the inn. Or my stash.
Need it?
Will you sell me your wares?
I only work for Friends of the Order.
Buy.
Apparently not Friends of the Order yet. Even though I got the signatory and everything. I should just flash that.
Eternal fire, fill my heart.
See if the gravedigger lets me into the cemetery.
What'll it be? Pine or oak, perhaps? An entire crypt? Let's see. 5 ells wide.
What are you talking about?
Why would you come to a gravedigger? So I ask you, who will you be burying? Fear not, my prices are reasonable.
I'm here for another reason.
You should plan ahead. Very well. What is it you want?
I'm here about the notice.
Yes?
I understand you need 6 jugs of dog's lard.
I want you to cull as many mutts as possible. Bring me the lard as proof.
Why is the cemetery shut?
Because the dead refuse to rest in peace. Fear not, they stay in their graves in sunlight. Someone should tend to them, though. Perhaps someone will offer a reward, but for now, no one seems bothered.
I'll deal with it when you agree to pay me. For now, farewell.
Think putting a dead body to rest is easy? Do what you will. Perhaps the watch captain will reward you.
Won't hurt to check.
What do you need?
So can I go in there now? Don't know what you want. Give you some Viziman champion. How about that?
Begone!
Begone! Locked. Alright. That didn't really lead to anything.
My old bones.
Nice to see you.
See ya.
No, Common's not got anything new. Thinking if I need Vincent to let me in there.
How are things, Geralt?
I'll find you later.
Ramsmeat have anything for me?
What do you want, Wolf?
I've been to Tala's place. Found a few things there. Belong to someone I've been looking for.
Yeah? So what?
They belong to a witcher. How'd you get them?
We found them. Your friend was in trouble. Scheming with Salamandra. Ask the people in the swamp. That's where we found those trinkets.
More swamp stuff. I really gotta get to the swamp.
Damn it.
Seen Coleman?
You did business with him and then he disappeared, right?
You could say so.
Well, you're lucky. His partners often meet with accidents.
Where can I find him?
Evenings he collects transports on the dike. If you provide him a service, learn why he needs it done.
All right.
We'll reward you for anything you find out.
All right. Yeah, I got some tulips here, for example. White roses. I'll grab the tulips and we'll see if I can maybe use those. Otherwise, don't really need any of this. Go and see if I can maybe use this for the Melitele statue. Otherwise,
Transformed into a phantom hound, possibly.
you wonder. I mean, getting the signet ring from the guards is kind of a priority next. Nope. Tulips are not good enough. I mean, it's not like there's any time limits on this, right? So, might as well then just wait here. We got a silver. I've used silvers on... Wait. Have I used silver on? I haven't used silver on anything? Wait, hold on. I've had a silver before. Have I not? I thought I had. Let's see. There was something I think in intelligence that I wanted. Ingredient extraction for more materials. And then these rituals as well. So I guess we'll go with that one. And then I'll keep going with the damage upgrades over here on the swords. And we'll meditate till dusk or midnight. I'll do 9 hours. I mean, the Shani is out of here, but hopefully the guards will also be willing to talk.
Stay away from the prisoner.
All right.
Stay away from the prisoner.
All right.
Even later. Guess let me go and talk to Shani. So I mean, I can't just like attack these dogs, can I? Oh, I can. Oh. Yeah, we need some dog tallow for the gravedigger, so I need to kill 6 dogs. Hopefully the city guard doesn't really mind. I mean, I don't think they will. I thought we had to find like some hostile dogs. I should see the gravedigger and claim my reward? What? You already got 6 dog tallow? Oh, I do. Oh. But I mean, now that I know I can kill some dogs, I might as well kill some dogs. There's some easy materials. Mysterious man. Hello?
You didn't see me.
Okay.
You didn't see me.
And then updated Tala's journal entry. Suspicious.
So what'll it be? We doing some ploughing business?
Can drink, play, buy, rest. Do you want to buy anything off me? Not really. Oh, buy that one, sure.
Hell with it.
Yeah, I want to see about the dice poker players. It says I can play poker with Tala. Okay, so I guess I need to... Oh, I think it said that we needed to meet Tala over here to play poker, so let's do it. High stakes right away. Let's go for it. Let's win big. One pair versus 3 of a kind. Not good. But I might get a stronger 3 of a kind. 2 pairs, that's weaker. I lost this one. One pair versus 2 pairs. Not looking good. It's not looking good. Well, 3 of a kind. Have a chance. I win. Nice. Didn't get knocked out just yet. Still gotta win this one. 2 of a kind. Against 1 pair. This does get quite unfair down the line. Please. Yes! I win. Nice. Beat Tala. Time to play another professional. What did I come here for? To rest was my like main reason. I guess we could drink though. We could drink and then have a rest. Some Viziman champion. Maybe Tala gives me some good info. 9.
Drinking with you's a fucking treat. I'll show you something interesting, though I shouldn't. I found a book. Redanian Intelligence, a history. Everybody thought this damn scroll had disappeared.
Thank you. Shadow People or the Story of His Majesty's Secret Service by Oribasius Gianfranco Paolo Ruven. Redania's political situation was best grasped by Sigismund Dijkstra, who could accurately foresee the future and would have assessed present events level-headedly. Dijkstra knew the kings of the north were weak and that actual power rested with the sorceresses. He assumed that a counterbalance for their magic could only be provided by a strong religious cult offering an ideology that would appeal to the masses and possessing real armed forces. The chief of Redanian intelligence supported the newly founded Order of the Flaming Rose, but disagreed with the concept of establishing its main commandery within Redanian territory. Dijkstra is reported to have said, "It's good to have fanatics and sorceress scarers on one side, but it's even better when they live beyond one's borders. Fundamentalists always cause trouble, so it's best to transfer this trouble to somebody else, like the Temerians, for instance. And if we need fanatics, if we need to unleash them against the sorceresses or Nilfgaard, we'll just whistle. They won't be far, just beyond the border." Time will tell how much truth there was in these words. Dijkstra playing 4D chess.
Not now.
Not now? I gotta sleep. Tala! Come on. Let me sleep.
Not now. Not now.
Oh, come on. Come on. This was all kind of assuming that I could sleep here. After drinking. Tala? Please? Please?
Not now.
Oh, no. Well, I guess we're stumbling out to the streets drunk.
Not now.
Not now. Don't have anything. White honey clears out poisons, but or toxicity.
Shit.
Oh. Hello, mysterious man. What are you doing in here?
You didn't see me.
Okay. I didn't see you. I guess the dungeon's the closest place where I can go and sleep for a bit. I mean, surely this would be already like late enough for the people over there. I mean, apparently not. Jetro, let me rest. Let me sleep. Sorry, I don't got any, No, wait, I can't. No, I can't sleep here. Jetro. You want some Vizimon Champion? Oh, didn't say anything. Did you take it? No. But yeah, I guess I can't sleep here either. I guess we're gonna stumble around until I can't stumble around anymore. I guess I should go outside actually, because I can draw my sword and then I can move a little bit faster. Guess we'll just go back to the hospital and see if I can maybe talk to the guards now. Lock. Oh. Dog. Drunk. Geralt is drunk.
My lungs. Some kind of curse.
I'm sleeping.
Hello. I'm slightly drunk, but
Stay away from the prisoner.
10 orans, well. Yeah, fine.
Stay away from the prisoner.
I want to ask some questions. Shh, he's talking.
Kalkstein. He's passed out. Shove off.
There's a commotion in the corridor.
Bloody thugs. Ram's meat sent them.
Good job. Question Kalkstein. Speak to Ram's meat. And also talk to Raymond.
Meet death.
Oh, I'm using strong style here. Yeah, the city guard's doing just fine. Oh, they actually did. They actually did. Wow, let's loot up. Hey, I got my 10 orans back. And then some. Hello? Mark.
Bloody thugs. Ram's meat sent them.
But yeah, the big thing with this game, the like issue with the dialogue in this game is that it just reads really strangely because they haven't included any pauses between the dialogue lines. And to be frank, I don't remember if that's like an original issue or if it's something that's like cropped up with an update or something, because that wouldn't be completely like unheard of if that was caused by some sort of update or something else actually kind of just breaking the game a little bit. Because again, like, that's not really exactly how it should be. Alright, well, Kalkstein is next, I guess. Assassin? The assassin by Kalkstein's house? Oh yeah, I can draw my sword. Go fast. Gotta go fast. Drunk and fast.
You're dead.
Do they want some strong style? No, they are dodging away.
I'll kill you!
It's gotta hurt. Ooh, some fistic. I mean, I can go and just give that. Ooh, lots of stuff. But the fistic I can basically just go and give out. Vivaldi's house, no Kalkstein. Gotta talk to you. Kalkstein can also let me finally sleep. Hello? Kalkstein. Better be in here.
That formula needs rethinking.
Let's talk about Salamandra. I think you're in league with them.
What, me? Why?
That's what I'd like to know.
What is it you're after?
I don't have any evidence. I have a word of a random dying bandit.
Something I don't have evidence for yet.
Or do I?
Let's talk about Salamandra. Evidence indicates
Do
you're
I?
linked to the organization.
What evidence?
Hello,
Did
Fox.
Salamander mention you?
And
That's
Lucy.
likely, since
Hello.
I hired him.
What for?
To help with my experiments. I had no idea he belonged to a secret organization.
I suppose he distilled the fifth essence and dusted the Philosopher's Stone?
He protected me from Salamandra and did other tasks. He risked his life for me, and your sarcasm will not change that. Get out of my sight, mutant.
To my favorite Kupo. Welcome in, both of you. Well, what do you hear, Fox? Why? What? I believe you.
I don't know enough to decide. Let's drop the subject for now.
Right. We can't waste time. When you find that criminal, I'll gladly help. But now, back to work.
Yes, and my work is...
You offended me, Witcher.
No!
You offended me, Witcher.
No! Why must they... Ah! I need to sleep. I'm drunk. Kalkstein. Kalkstein. K-A-L-K-E-I. Stein. Kalkstein. Ah, assassins! I'm drunk. Leave me alone.
I'll kill you!
How many assassins are there? Leave me alone, I'm drunk. What are you doing? Harrying? Do you want, like, strong style or what? It's just being weird because I'm so close. I think it was just the placement. And kill. Definitely too drunk. Never too drunk to kill some people. And yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go and enable some drug use here, I think. Because what else am I gonna do with that? I could attack the dwarf. What else am I gonna do with that fist stick? Because I mean, maybe Maybe Jethro will give me a signet ring if I give enough fist deck. Hello? Jethro? Jethro? Sorry, I'm drunk. Taking me a while to get there, but I've got some drugs for you. You want some drugs?
I never turn down good Fizztech.
See ya.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't really... It only opens up the same dialogue, so... Don't think it's gonna be worth it, and I'm no longer drunk. There we go. Finally. So... Let me kill this dog. That dog survived quite long. So we need to go and talk to Marlowe and Ramsmeat. Which one first is the question. Oh yeah, and I also I still need to win the fist fight. I lost it the first time around, I forgot. Oh, dog, you will die. Sorry dog, but you chose the wrong place to be. Been paid to kill you, so I have no choice. Let's go do that fist fight first of all. Then we can see if Ramsmeat is around here as well. Siegfried's moved over here now.
Geralt, I was wondering if you'd care to join the Order.
I hadn't really thought about it. I'm here about the notice.
I suspected it would interest you. Have you proof of slaying 10 drowners?
No.
Yes?
Not yet.
Return
What?
when you have their tongues.
What? I've killed like 50. Tongues. 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 I've drowned brains. But tongues. Why haven't I gotten any tongues? They are drowners that I've killed in the sewers, right? Weird. Killed a ton of drowners. Apparently got no tongues. Geralt? How does he go though? This is Geralt. Geralt. Alright, let's go beat up somebody over here.
Fighting
Butterbean. Let's go.
75 arons.
75? What?
I'm in.
Was it that much last time? Whoa! Whoa!
No challengers.
Get some good punches in there. I mean, I'm taking some heavy damage here.
I'm itching to hit someone.
I'm saying double.
I win.
Choose 2 bottles of Mandrake cordial, a golden necklace, or 150 orens.
I think the necklace is worth more than 150 orens. I don't know about the 2 bottles of Mandrake Cordial.
The Mandrake Cordials.
They're yours.
I know the least about them, so I'll take them. Strong alcohol, high quality potion base. Yep, it's as I expected it to be. But I was also kind of expecting it to be something else. Something more. Messenger, hello?
Welcome, traveler.
I hear you buy jewelry.
What if I do?
Oh, you're the one who... Oh. Tell me who's paying for salamander badges or your own mother won't recognize you, or 100 orens. Tell me who's paying for salamander badges or drink with me. Drink with me.
Sure.
Wait, I'm gonna get drunk again? Oh no. I just got out of this. Not again. Not again. At least the innkeeper is definitely not gonna refuse me. Like, they're gonna let me sleep. I'll have to pay for it, but they'll let me sleep.
I've had enough.
I'm looking for work.
Any work?
Know who could help?
I work for Luvarden, a wealthy merchant. He has many jobs.
Thanks, that's a big help.
Always help my friends.
Oh, that was the big help. Okay, I guess that doesn't really help me with this question. Threaten or bribe? I mean, 100 orens is quite a lot. I'll threaten you a little bit.
Tell me who's paying for salamander badges or your own mother won't recognize you.
Shove off.
Ha.
Shove off.
Fine. Should have known. Should have known. I've got a bunch of those salamander badges, so I do want to get rid of them, so I maybe should have just paid.
Ah, crap.
Dang.
Any rooms?
5 orens.
5 orens? Alright, let's rest up. So... I don't have anything particular to do during the night now. I mean, I don't know when Ramsmeat's gonna be here, but maybe I'll sleep for 3 hours for now. We'll see. So the messenger is here during the night, so I'll need to remember to check that. Seem to have just left. Unless... Nah. Alright, so... Next night I need to come back here. Or I mean, I could just go to the fireplace here and just like wait. Because I'm also gonna wait for Ramsmeat.
What does every Muggle need in the morning? A cup of coffee.
I'm surprised that the TTS read that correctly. Good job, Fox. Good job. It was very, very clever.
Looking for something?
I'll be going.
Oh. I'll be going. Okay. So clever that, there we go. Thank the random Reddit user I stole this from. Well, it was your crime. So you end up in jail. I mean, I gotta sleep. I gotta sleep.
Cursing the heavens.
A real downpour.
The time is not right. Need to meet Ramsmeat, who's been there like during the day. Well, let's try meditating until dusk. I think I've seen Ramsmeat here around this time. Game's trying to be way too Conrad. Way too realistic about people moving around.
Oh, how can they drink this? What is it anyway?
I suppose it's wine.
Wine? Couldn't pass for wine's stepbrother.
So what is it?
Ugh, diluted dog's piss. Thus, I come here rarely.
I thought this was the only tavern around.
I live in the trade quarter, but the inns there are closed. Want to earn some coin?
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned you might have a job for me. Care to elaborate?
I know where to find fine spirit, but it requires a sword to get it.
You need a warrior to have a drink?
I know a place with 100-year-old wine from Toussaint.
What's the catch?
The wine cellar is in a house where monsters now haunt.
I think I've been there.
It'll cost 200 orens.
Deal. I'll return here at midnight.
Yeah, I
It
did.
wasn't easy, but I managed.
Splendid. I have no coin, though. Drank it all away. I'll keep one bottle. You take the rest for your toil.
No payment, no wine. I'm a witcher. No payment, no
No
wine.
payment, no wine.
I knew I couldn't trust a witcher.
What?
Yes?
Yes? Yes, we're drinking again. Why am I drinking with everybody? Huh?
Yes?
What's with you? What? Oh, is it that I need to be drinking something better with you? How about this Leclerc White? Alright, yes. Drunk again. Oh, well that didn't do much.
To see the vineyards of Toussaint.
Alright, well that was altogether kinda pointless.
No challengers?
Let me have a sniff. Don't overdo it.
What's this?
I think I saw Ramsmeat over here.
The wenches draw near.
Those that don't get smacked.
Hello. Ramsmeat. Here we go. We talk.
What do you want, Wolf?
Ever seen the Salamandra sign?
I've seen a lot. Have a problem with that?
Best tell me all you know. The name Azar mean anything?
I have a rule. Before I slit someone's throat, I give them some advice. Never threaten me. Make sure you remember that. I mean, image is everything, right?
I need to talk to you about Salamandra.
Quickly.
When I ask about Salamandra, your henchmen get shifty.
They're like me. We don't like Salamandra.
I see. Settling scores in the underworld.
Anything else?
Why did you contact Witcher Berengar?
What's it to you?
He was my brother.
Take a good look. Do I seem like a whore to you?
No.
No. So why are you trying to fuck me? Again, what's it to you?
He was a friend. I suspect Salamandra had something to do with his disappearance.
You choose your friends poorly. Berengar schemed with Salamandra, and that's why we had our eye on him. As they say, keep your friends close, and your enemies closer. He disappeared in the swamp. Kalstein hired one of my boys to find him. Then he disappeared. That's all. Now get lost.
Your people attacked me at the hospital.
You cracked? I sent them there to bring back one of ours.
Let's say I believe you.
Let's say I believe you. I think I have this figured out.
Wait, I found evidence of Ramsmeat being innocent? Ramsmeat! Ramsmeat! No! Ramsmeat!
What do you want, Wolf?
Tried to leave.
Want the truth about Salamandra?
Spit it out.
Let's summarize.
Go on.
You and yours get nervous whenever you see the salamander sign.
No shit.
Nothing unusual, given that you're battling them for influence.
You sure?
Oh yeah. I can smell your fear.
You annoy me.
You suspected Salamandra sent me to kill you. The same with Berengar.
I thought he would lead me to Salamandra's leader.
But Berengar disappeared. Your man, however, did learn something.
Unfortunately, he ran afoul of Salamandra. Then the guards captured him. Those I sent to help, you cut up.
Your boys were really nervous. Nervous and aggressive.
They expected Salamandra would attack and might have mistaken you for them. What did my man say?
Not much. He was badly injured.
Shame. A misunderstanding, then. I forgive you for killing my crew. You're all right,
Thank you.
Wolf.
I know you're fighting Salamandra. I'm hunting them too.
Javed wants to take over my business. He decided to start with the girls. Know why? Though he left Zerakenia long ago and trained to be a mage, deep inside, he's remained a fucked up wild man. Now you get it?
Not really.
He's driven by instinct. Thinks with that Zerakanian cock of his. And he's got some strange fetishes. Likes fire. My girls are scared shitless. And they don't scare that easily.
Thanks. That helped.
No problem.
See you.
See ya. The gratitude of the local kingpin. Gained a level. So was there anybody else we could talk to? Kalkstein, Tala, Vincent are the remaining suspects. Oh, okay. Vincent isn't exactly the talkative type, but he did mention checking out various warehouses at midnight and not being paid for it. Interesting. Perhaps I should visit a few warehouses in the slum district at midnight. I have not actually gone to the warehouse. Is it midnight enough now? No. Let us sleep. 5 orans. I did also just level up, so might as well throw those talents in. So we're working through increasing damage, going to silver, and midnight.
No challengers?
I need to rest.
Oh, that flatter came out of nowhere. I mean, I could wait for it to kill a few people here. Get some free loot. But I guess I'll save them from this vampire. It's getting beat up by everybody. Poor vampire. Let's see. Here we go. Warehouse.
No sign of Javed or the professor. This bunch should cave easily. Let's do this.
Cave or die?
Imbeciles.
We're fighting?
Who's this? This wasn't our deal, cop.
Relax. Just a witcher. Surely you know witchers are golems. No will of their own. Follow orders quick and easy. No complaints. Right, Geralt?
Alright.
Right.
See? Nothing to be afraid of. You didn't exactly come alone. Now let's deal.
I don't trust him. Heard he was a fucking murderer, cut up over a dozen of our people.
Let's not play who killed who. That's the past. We're interested in the future. Your future. Which will be unpleasant if Javed learns you cheated him. And believe me, he'll learn shortly if you don't start talking.
You're bluffing. You don't scare me.
Enough. Where's Javed? Where are the Witcher's secrets? Spit it out before I feed you to the rats.
Vincent, stop him. I know nothing. I was assistant to Salamandra's accountant. Javed stopped trusting me. I don't know where he is or what he intends.
The professor?
I don't know. He went off somewhere.
Bullshit. You need encouragement.
You promised me protection in exchange for my testimony. On my mother's grave, I know nothing. Stop him. You're a cop. This is murder. You're gonna stand by and watch?
No, I'm leaving. Besides, I know you had a part in murdering Raymond's family. Witcher, make it quick.
You dare challenge the Salamandra.
Green crayons here. Hello, crayon. Humans, so we go group steal.
I'm going to kill you.
Oof, I'm taking a lot of damage here. Let's do some one shots real quick.
Time to die.
And another. Nope. Come on, Geralt. 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 Need you to attack now. Geralt. Good enough. I should have a serious talk with Vincent. Yes. Agreed. Gotta talk to Vincent. I'd completely forgotten about this warehouse stuff here, so good thing I checked the journal. Is this the first Kupo? Yes, it is the first Kupo. Let's see if Vincent is...
Oh, it hurts.
Oh wait, Carmen's actually not here. Inside? Eager Thighs Brothel. Yes, inside over here. Actually, I haven't been inside here yet. Let's see.
Nice to see you.
Got anything to say?
See ya.
Oh, so I can sleep if I come in here and talk to Carmen. Honeycomb. Nice. Nice. See if we can go to Ram's Meat House now. Now
Looks
we're
like
like
I have to deal
good
with
with
these
Ram's
idiots.
Meat. Right?
Looking for something?
20
All
orens.
right, go in.
Fine. I don't really know if I'll gain anything out of this other than the ability to talk to Ram's Meat at home, but you know, gotta explore everywhere. Some sodden mead, but my inventory is full. Let's have some raspberries. Vitality is low. Hey, Ram's Meat.
What do you want, Wolf?
I don't know. How's things?
How's things?
Old whores have wings. Beat it, Witcher.
Okay, bye. Some stuff. I mean, I've already gained enough stuff to pay off the 20 orens it took to get in here, but still. This is exactly the most useful thing. Old whores have wings? Apparently, according to Ram's Meat. Alright, let's see if I can go and talk to Vincent then. So first, let me go and see if I can suddenly go to the cemetery. A Wraith. I can probably do it. Got enough health here. It's just one Wraith. Oh yeah, now I actually do have the knowledge of the Wraiths. So what is a Wraith? Wraiths haunt the places where they died or were buried. They are specters which do not belong in this world. Sometimes they are summoned by magic, but more frequently unfinished business makes them linger in our world. Immunity, immune to bleeding and bleeding attempts. They are fearless and immune to poison, pain and knockdown attempts. Sensitive to silver and spectre oil, and the suffering experienced by a Wraith makes the wounds it inflicts more painful. Death, dust, and ectoplasm. Alright, well, I guess let's just go in and smack away with a... Wait, this Wraith actually wasn't hostile, I just realized. And it's actually dealing some damage to me here. Let me chug a swallow real quick. Because this is actually not good. Can I just, like, do a quick save here in the middle of the fight? I gotta run away. It's actually hitting me real hard. Quick save. And we fight. But yeah, I kind of realized way late that it was actually not hostile to me. Oof, I did the shout thing. I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. I want to pull out like spectre oil for this one lone Wraith. Hey, the city guard's gonna take care of it. They'll handle it. Who needs a witcher? Hey, don't come at me.
Defend yourself.
It's like 5 people fighting you. Don't come at me. They're doing pretty well.
What's this?
Good job. Bit of ectoplasm. Yeah, the cemetery's still locked. Alright. Yeah, who needs witches when the city guards can take care of it just fine?
We give our lives to the Order.
Alright, Vincent. Talk to Vincent. Focus. Vincent. Talk. Go. Vincent's not out here. In the dungeon. Otherwise I gotta go sleep at Tala's, I guess. Yeah, nothing here. Yeah, I guess I'll talk to Tala. Let me sleep. Unless you got some info for me.
So what'll it be? We doing some ploughing business?
Let me sleep. I should actually have done some trading. I'll meditate till noon, so
Damn. Shit.
everybody's still around. Oh, Tala's still here. Good. Let's do some quick trading.
So what'll it...
Extra flint over here. Got some weapons. And that's about it. Got a lot of stuff. How much money do I have? 576. Almost enough to buy that blue sword. So actually, wait a minute. I did because I looked it up. Let me look at the different swords that we have available, because I saw that there's some differences here. So let's see. If one were to use blue, it's a disarm and pain effect. Red increases damage a lot, so I kind of like that. Yellow does pain, stun, bleeding, precise hit, and damage. Kind of like the yellow one, but it also seems like this is sort of... It seems like they kind of come in bit of an increasing level. So I mean, all we've seen is blue meteorite so far anyway, so I guess I might as well get the blue meteorite sword now. Vincent. We'll talk to Vincent, then I'll go talk to the Gravekeeper.
How did things go at the warehouse once I left?
Quickly.
Good. I admit I was hoping for a bit more, but it's always a few bandits less.
That's the last time you use me. I'm not a general avenger.
Had no choice, believe me. It won't happen again. You have my word. I guess you plan to continue the investigation.
Don't have a choice.
I can't help officially, but I'll leave you to it. Anything you learn, I'd be glad to hear.
I wanted to talk to you about Salamandra.
Okay.
Someone informed them about my cockatrice contract.
What are you suggesting?
The professor, after you released him.
I got no time. End of conversation.
You let the professor out of prison.
His bail was paid. That's the law.
But you can bend the law.
I don't tell you how to hunt monsters. You don't tell me how to do my job. I let him out. But I haven't lost his trail.
But...
I'm not gonna explain myself to you. End of conversation.
What do you do nights? Meet your boss, Azar Javed?
Nothing unnatural about spending nights in the trade quarter.
Where do you get gold for that?
Don't always need coin to get by.
Wealthy friends? I've got no real proof, so I'll have to wait to decide.
Sounds like your mountain has turned into a molehill. That's what happens when amateurs try their hand at serious work. If you stumble upon any real leads, come by. I'll give you some useful advice. What is it, Witcher?
Anything else? No.
See ya.
Alright. Need more evidence from Vincent. So yeah. I guess right now all we really got left is go and talk to Raymond about it all.
Something must be done about that.
I can imagine how good it looked when it came out, but now it just looks super weird.
Till tomorrow.
You think so? I don't know about super weird. I mean, I did play this around when it came out, as well as like Dragon Age, for example, which is the same engine, so I guess I'm a little bit used to it as well, but I think it looks fine. I mean, if you're comparing it to like Witcher 3, then of course it's gonna be a little bit different. Hildegard, hello. New person. But first, Gravedigger, I've got some dog tallow for you.
What do you need?
Killed a bunch of dogs.
I'm here about the notice.
Yes?
I have 6 jugs of dog's lard.
I use the lard on the casket. Here's your payment.
Why is the cemetery shut?
Because the dead fear not.
Yeah, we already talked about this.
Tell me something.
What do you need?
Farewell.
Alright. 100 orens. I guess that's decent for some dog tallow. Something's just weird.
Oh, woe is me. Will no one help me?
Why the grief?
My husband haunts me. What do I do?
Haunts you? In your bedchamber?
My late husband haunts me.
Tell me more. Maybe I can help.
My husband died a month since, and now haunts me in my home, wailing nightly. But the worst thing is,
I'm listening.
worst, he flies around the cemetery at night shouting lies about me. Doubtless tongues are wagging already. Set him straight, I beg you.
It will cost you 200 orens if I succeed.
Oh, that's a hefty sum, profiting off someone else's misery. Well, deal with him and I'll pay.
Apparently it was
dealt
the
with
Wraith.
your husband.
Have you proof?
You didn't mention proof. I want my gold.
You're depriving a widow of her pittance.
Quiet down. Aren't you afraid of being seen in the company of a witcher?
Damn you! Take your gold and be gone.
Alright. Easy quest. Yeah, I think, I may have been able to just talk to that Wraith, to be honest. I really just didn't like it. Didn't click with me that it was blue and not yeah, not instantly hostile to me. Alright. So, I mean, I have not gained the signet ring yet, so I guess we'll go and talk to Raymond about this. Hello? Raymond?
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
Got the prisoner.
So, I got to the prisoner.
He spill anything?
Didn't have time. Ramsmeat's men attacked.
You sure? Strange. Ramsmeat wants Salamandra gone, unless something I don't know about has occurred.
Javed might have scared him, or paid him off.
Something to check. Did you get anything out of the prisoner?
One word. Kalkstein.
Makes sense. Kalkstein's known to be a talented alchemist. He could be helping Javed with his experiments.
I've met Kalkstein. He didn't look the criminal.
That might be true, but we need to check all our leads. Let's get to work. I'll ask around town, talk to my contacts. You keep an eye on Kalkstein. Gain his trust. Get to know his plans and secrets.
How do you want to proceed?
Patience. This is just like fishing.
I prefer hunting.
Then gain Kalkstein's trust. Do him a favor. Learn something that interests him. You could get him to hire you. And talk to Ramsmeat, but don't overdo it. There's one with a short temper.
I've kind of done both of those already. Talk to Kalkstein. And...
I'm all ears, White Wolf.
So, I questioned the captain of the city guard.
Any conclusions?
I don't have enough facts.
That, Witcher, is what investigations are about. Getting the facts. Ask around about Vincent and Salamandra. Talk to anyone you can link to our suspect. Find a promising lead. Ask the suspect about it. His reaction will speak volumes. Once you have a clear picture, confront him. In the meantime, follow through on all the other leads, no matter how insignificant they might seem.
Mm-hmm.
How do you want to proceed?
Patience.
I prefer
that.
Oh, yeah. All right. All right. All right. I mean, it's all kind of pointing to... Oh, drowned dead tongues, not drowner tongues. Siegfried was misspeaking about that, saying drowner tongues. The Equinops, yeah, we gotta get to the dike. Yeah, pretty much all we got left is getting to the dike, but the boot black, you got anything?
For 2 orens, I'll clean your shoes.
Sure.
First journey to Vizima?
I guess
just clean my boots.
Right away.
Guess nothing new.
Curses.
I mean, maybe I'll just stop being cheap about it and just pay them. Though before I go there, I should go ahead and buy that new sword. So let's go over to
As Valpanek says, the only good
the
elves
blacksmith. No, wait, not the trader. Not
See
the
ya.
trader. The other one, you.
Need something?
Will you sell me your wares?
Zoltan!
A meteorite sword. So I'll be able to buy this. Hello?
Oh hey,
Transactions
I've been
successful.
meaning to ask, how did you get the TTS thing for your point rewards?
It is just through Firebot. It's
What do you...
Firebot can control the channel point rewards, and TTS is just a regular effect in Firebot, so it's pretty easy to just slot
Show
it
me
in
your
there.
way.
Mr. Chive says you...
So I guess I'm selling my Witcher's Steel Sword. Yeah, who needs Witcher's Steel Sword? Sell that. I guess I need to go to the marketplace to sell some stuff. My food, I mean. Good day, Kupo you. Kupo you?
Humans are strange.
What are you saying? Kupo you? Peddler.
What?
You know, gotta get the little... Oh, no, you don't buy any of it. I was gonna say, gotta get the little coins. I mean, sell you these tulips. They weren't really helping me. Do you buy my food?
What?
Yes. You know, gotta get the few orans that you get out of this. I'm a witcher. I will go for any money I can. Right, that frees up my inventory a little bit.
And his knight stood pretty as a painting. I regret missing it.
But yeah, Firebot's really good. Can do a lot of stuff. And very easily as well.
No
Care to say why?
Captain said to watch you.
Yeah, yeah. Have 100? Surely that'll be enough.
Fine. You may pass.
Thank you. Finally. Finally.
And if that's all I saw?
You'll lose half your gold.
Wait, someone's coming.
It's that white-haired fellow. He spotted us.
Careful. He's a witcher. He's dangerous.
Finally, the acknowledgement I deserve.
Witcher?
That seemed like a nice chat.
Stop playing the fool. You know.
Matter of fact, I do. By the way, you never paid me.
Here's 100 orins. Don't turn me in.
Why not?
I'm helping Vincent dismantle the secret Salamander organization.
You're not doing too well.
Oh, some fool keeps killing salamanders, spoiling our traps and schemes.
Any idea who?
No, but if I find him, I'll stop his meddling.
You'll stop me? If I want to expose Coleman, I must go to the innkeeper.
See ya.
But I mean, do I want to? Oh, and that was the innocence that, or the proof of innocence that we needed for Vincent as well. I guess I'll explore this first though, and then we'll go back to the town before we go to the swamp, I suppose.
A two-handed flambird. Beautiful. Yes?
Your wares? Alright, some valuables here, nothing special.
Yes?
I heard creatures threaten the transport of goods.
Yes, I assume you're not asking for curiosity's sake.
I'm hoping someone will pay for their removal.
I may. The dog by the swamp is crucial to my business. The creatures have caused me losses.
What are the beasts like?
Drowners. They emerge at night, destroying goods and murdering carriers. I'll pay 400 orens to be rid of them.
Yes.
A pleasure doing business.
Indeed.
Let's talk.
Yes?
I think you're paying for salamander pins. I'm just not sure why you would do that.
You're mistaken.
Why so defensive? I'm also after salamandra and can prove it.
If so, bring me 3 pins. Then we'll talk.
I have 3 salamander pins. Will you tell me about your secret society now?
Excellent. I normally pay 20 apiece, but I'll make an exception. I'll give you 10 times that.
Great, but I still want to know why you're paying bounty hunters to track down bandits.
They're not good for business.
600?
All businesses. Listen, there are forces beyond your imagination at work here. Be thankful you don't know the world for what it is.
Luvarden, I've heard so many high and mighty speeches that yours doesn't impress me. I don't give a shit about these forces. My only concern is reaching the Salamandra leaders and killing Azar Javed.
That I'd like to see. Should you succeed, find me, and I'll reward you handsomely. And if you destroy Salamandra as a whole, I will repay you for your efforts.
That won't be easy. I may come see you again, and I'll be counting on your assistance.
I'll help if I can.
See you later.
Yes?
Sephirot, yes.
I seek the Sephirot Stones. I haven't yet located them all. I thought you might know such art and oddities.
I once purchased one for its magical potential, which turned out false. And I paid a mage a costly sum for the examination.
Then would you sell it to me?
Sell my Tipperath? I'm rather fond of it.
I'll give you a good price.
500 orens?
I didn't think it was worth so much. But all right.
I wear Tipperath as an amulet. We can deal right now.
I don't really have that much. Or, I mean, I have, but... yeah, it's quite a price to pay.
I have 500 orens, though it's quite a price to pay for a stone.
I sadly relinquish it, but my reputation would suffer, as would my business if I did not deal. The Sephira is yours.
Thanks, I guess.
Yes?
But yeah, I did get 600 for those pins. I mean, do you buy the rest? No. Just buy them. Just buy them.
Yes?
Buy them off me.
How's business?
You think me a seller of turnips? I run businesses you can't even fathom.
I see.
You're confusing reflected stars for the night sky. I'm waiting for important news.
All right.
Yes?
The dock has yet to be cleared of drowners.
I won't interfere with your methods. But remember, my time is valuable.
I'll visit the swamp as soon as possible.
Yes?
Farewell.
Bye. All right. So we got another Sephiroth. I mean, we're gonna need them all, so might as well.
The brick shipment runs late.
Old Vizima. Beyond that gate, the Catriona plague kills dozens every day. I have a feeling the quarantine's useless.
Hello?
In the war, I served under Bronibor in the PFI.
Okay. Locked. Crayon's locking. Ferryman. Oh, to get over to the other side. Yeah, like I said, I think we might want to go back and talk to Vincent, for example.
You look neither to marry nor
Nothing around here. Fireplace. I could choose if I want to turn Coleman in or not.
Anyone seeking to cross? Transport services at the best prices.
Where do you go?
I ferry people from Vizima to the swamp and back.
Take me to the other side.
Times are wasting. Made up your mind?
How much? 5 orens. Okay.
I'll find you.
We'll do that later.
Interesting.
We'll go run quickly back to town first. First Vincent, then the innkeeper. And then maybe talk to Raymond as well. Basically leaving Kalkstein as the only suspect we have right now. Meaning that we gotta continue on with our quest with Kalkstein.
I'm not playing that.
How much money do I got? 491. Lost a little bit on the Sephiroth. Hi Vincent, you're fine.
What is it, Witcher?
I know about your connection to Salamandra.
Curiosity is killing me.
I have irrefutable evidence you're not involved.
I wish it said so sooner.
Well...
Here's a city guard ring. Wear it, and the guard shouldn't give you any trouble.
Thanks. Know anything else about Salamandra?
Salamandra aims to take over the Fistek trade. Javed smelled the money in it. He's a junkie himself.
Hmm. That is potentially quite useful information. So a city guard signaturing now. We can flash that.
All non-humans are the same.
For some good info, I'm sure. Met Coleman on the bridge. Turns out he's Vincent's rat. That's a very useful piece of information. I need to go to the innkeeper, who will be very glad to pay for the denunciation. But do I really want to expose Coleman? Yeah. I mean... Oh yeah, Tala is still here as a thing that we might reopen.
You're right. I'll show him.
All non-humans are the same.
I'm gonna say let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, we can solve this investigation without Coleman as well. And I was promised some money, so you know. Never gonna say no to that.
Damn it.
I found Coleman.
Ah, Ram's meat'll fancy knowing that.
I caught him informing.
Bastard. We knew of a leak, but Coleman?
That's life.
Ram's meat set a price on the snitch's head. 500 orens.
So long.
500 is... nice. I mean, it's all about the money. That's what I do. A true witcher. I guess let's see if Ramsmeat has anything
like
to
to
chat
deal with
about.
these idiots.
What? Again? I already gave you money.
All right, go in.
Fine. So I gotta pay every time I want to come in here to talk to Ramsmeat. Okay, and I didn't even have anything to say. No. Wasted 20. I am reminded to do a quick save here in case it hasn't saved in a while. Alright, let's talk to Raymond and then we'll head off to the swamp to do some missions over there. With a bunch of stuff to take care of. Oh.
Die, bastard!
Oh. They're all around me. And I am taking a lot of damage, and it's a good thing I saved, because I'm dead. Game over. I was not expecting this. But again, good thing I saved. I mean, if we're going straight to the swamps, I could go ahead and just chug a pre-pot swallow here.
Hasn't rained hard.
I mean, I could try using this random bomb that I've got. I don't know what it'll do, but I could do it. See what happens. Oh. Some sort of a fear bomb.
I detest those like
Well, that was very effective. That was a good bomb.
Thanks, Geralt. You saved my life. The bastards snuck in here. Somehow they found out I'm after them.
Who? What happened?
Salamandra. I was a step away from solving the mystery. One small step.
Relax, Raymond. You're safe now.
Not likely. They're following me day and night. I gotta find a way to lose them.
What do we do?
I'll set a false trail. You question the new suspects.
Who?
Here, take these notes. They list all the key leads.
What do you intend to do?
They're on my heels, so I've got to disappear. I'll draw them away while you pursue the investigation. I'll find you, White Wolf. That makes no sense.
Okay. A list of suspects. Raymond. Suspects. Vivaldi, Levaden, Vincent, Tala, Ramsmeat, and Coxton.
Mere deduction.
And I've already cleared some of them. Assassin's Dagger, that's a new one. I'll pick it up though. Oh, well, good enough.
Welcome. You won't believe what happened.
Tell me.
Not so fast. Remember, I have expenses.
How much do I owe you?
200 orens.
This investigation is getting expensive.
I'm not the Prophet Lebiota. I can't live on roots and berries. Neither can my informers. I guarantee you these are the bare necessities.
For 200 orens I could get...
The costs are what they are. Take it or leave it.
Really?
Yes?
See you later.
So I think this actually like skipped. I've explored so much that it skipped a little bit. With Raymond coming back here now, all of a sudden, And at this point, because I've played this before, I know a thing or two. And this is actually one pretty cool thing where the gameplay mechanic of the amulet comes into play. Because the amulet vibrates in the presence of magic. And it hasn't vibrated here with Raymond before.
Yes?
But now it does.
See you later.
So... Again, I happen to know something about it, but... Assassin's Dagger.
Mr. Marlowe sent me.
What's happening?
Raymond said he has some new information. Come to his house as soon as you can.
Thanks for the message.
Okay, yeah, it kind of skipped forward here. But I mean... I don't know if we should.
Yes?
This investigation is getting expensive.
I'm not the prophet.
All right. 200 orens.
Down to business. They transferred the prisoner after the attack.
Not good.
Especially since we won't get anything else out of him. He died last night.
How did that happen?
Well, he wasn't in great shape, so I guess it's no surprise, but I have a feeling.
Someone helped him along?
Exactly. Shawnee's a good friend of yours, right? Ask her to do an autopsy, once we know the cause of death.
Wait a minute. Are you spying on me?
That's my job.
See you later.
Are you spying on me? Yeah, okay, so we gotta talk to Shawnee. And get an autopsy done. Aha, and here we have a... Fistic. A small box containing Fistic. Must be evidence of some sort. I'd never suspect Raymond of being a user. Again, like, I love this, because the game, like, gives you all the hints. Gives you all the hints, but yeah, like you got the metal going crazy next to Marlowe, and also you have this Fistic, which was talked about before as well. Okay, so that kind of pushed a lot of things forward. So Anatomy of a Crime is our main big quest right now. But what we could do is we talk to Luvarded and clear the innocence over there. But then we'll go to the not the sewers, but the swamp. Because we got a lot of stuff to do over there.
Be alert.
Yes?
I've nearly completed my investigation.
All right, speak.
If you don't work with Salamandra, who are you?
A modest merchant. Allow me to show gratitude with a gift.
Quit bluffing, Declan.
This symbol signifies my secret society. We seek to destroy Salamandra.
Learn anything useful?
The Salamanders have risked much. This is a political matter, let me tell you. Some larger schemes at play in Redania. Few people know the secret. King Foltest, the Lodge of Sorceresses, and I watch the northern border.
How does this relate to Salamandra?
Azar Javed has sent a special force north. My men saw them. He too knows something's brewing and is making preparations.
Alright. 500 orans.
Yes?
Farewell.
Okay. Yeah, 500 orans. What is this? Oh, it's the shadow people. Alright. Alright. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Take me to the other side.
Time's away.
Ready to go?
How many times are they gonna ask?
How many times are you going to ask me that? To the swamp.
Swamp Forest. Is it a drown? So something red over here. Nose dog. Hello, dog. Grrr. We will go there. But we'll take a break first. Then when we come back, we'll go into the swamp. So BRB. Alright. There we go. Happened to capture. So let's keep...
Vapors, drowners,
Intro.
wet feet. That's all I'll find here.
Jean-Pierre, hello.
Who are you?
A witcher.
Well, well. I thought Leo Bonhart had disposed of your kind.
Never heard of him.
Nor will you again. We all, in this profession, eventually meet someone better than us.
What profession is that?
Bounty hunter. What brings you here?
I'm here about the notice.
Finally. Got the hides?
I'll return when I have the pelts.
I'll be here.
Who was Bonhart?
Old Leo was a legend. In some ways, he was like you. He killed without emotion. Just like you would kill a lame drowner. He was the best. Tall, slim, and one gaze from those empty eyes could break a man.
Was he a mage?
No. He slew some witchers. Those who riled the peasants. Magic tricks and witchers' reflexes proved useless against him.
But he's dead. As they say, he hit a harder rock than he was himself.
Yes. Take care, Witcher.
Alright.
Farewell.
So wounds. There's the drowners for Levaden.
Hello, son.
I'm not your son, Gramps.
You guessed my name. They call me Gramps around here.
They call me all kinds of things. Mostly Geralt, or Scabbed Freak.
Well, people exaggerate. I don't see many scabs. No offense.
None taken. But I'm likely to earn some trekking through this swamp.
Yes?
I'm looking for work.
Ah, swords. I suspect I know the type of work you seek. Perhaps you could escort me to the chapel for my prayers. I'm old and no longer good at driving monsters off with my staff.
I was thinking about paying work, but all right, I'll take you there.
Oh, nothing beats meat.
Alright. You following me or what? And where's this shrine? All the way over there. I mean, we can probably walk through here as well. Talk to the old brickmaker.
Looks like a brickmaker's village.
Oh, didn't mean to go inside here.
Druids from the Grove have brought drought upon
More
us.
elves in the area. I fear they plan some ill.
Story of Lara Doran and Kragan of Lord. As told by humans, the story of Lara Doran. I think we already read the elven version of the story. The queen said, "Don't plead for mercy, but beg those whom you harmed with your sorcery. You have the courage to commit evil deeds. Be brave now, when justice is near. It is not in my power to pardon your sins." The witch sniggered like a cat in response. Her wicked eyes glimmered. "My doom is near," she shouted, "but yours is not far either, my queen. At the hour of your terrible death, you'll remember Lara Doran and her curse, and know that the curse will touch all your descendants over the next 10 generations. Yet realizing that the queen was fearless at heart, the evil elven witch stopped swearing and threatening with curses, and began whining like a bitch, begging for mercy and help. Both sides have their own story, or own version of the story. Stealing some wine. I guess Gramps is happy to follow me around for a little bit here. A rusty sword. Well, that's gonna be useful. Vasquez's house.
A traveller from distant lands. He has lost something he now seeks.
What shall I call you?
Vasca, the village eldress.
Geralt. Witcher. What do the villagers do?
We mine clay and produce bricks.
I see none working.
Hard times. Speak. What do witchers do?
We solve problems.
Want to ask something?
Play. Show me your wares first. Okay, you raid in food and drinks. I won't use up anything here. Let's play. Okay, it's a low paying game here. Pair versus pair. I'll just roll high. I'd at least get something out of this, so not lose that much. Tree of a kind. I won't raise at this point because I'm losing here. Quite likely I will lose this one. Yeah, I lost it. Oh well.
Has another Witcher been here? Berengar?
He has, asking different questions about those alchemies. The alchemist Kolkstein must have sent him. Then we happened upon his gear in a clay pit, covered in blood.
Thanks, Vasca.
White-haired one. There were signs of fighting there, and not with monsters. He was attacked by men. Beware of flaming lizards and dry ones. I need you alive.
Do you have monster problems?
Indeed. Creatures have made nests in the clay pits.
What are they like?
As if drowned, then resurrected.
Drowners. I can finish them.
We're poor folks. I can pay no more than 50 orens.
That's enough. Where are they?
Towards the landing, but take the other road at the fork. At its end, you'll spot our tormentors.
Good enough.
Want to ask some?
What do you do here?
We mine clay to form bricks we bake in ovens.
It's profitable?
No. Though the city grows in need of bricks, the carriers and merchants snatch most of our profit.
Maybe you should move.
Never. We know only brick making.
Do what you will.
Want to ask something?
Kolkstein, an alchemist, claims you know about the mage from the tower and the guard.
A powerful sorcerer once lived in the swamp. An apprentice his only companion. All changed when a woman entered his life.
A fairy tale beginning.
But the end differs, for a wicked woman she was. He fulfilled all her wishes and she took advantage of his might.
Who was she?
Unimportant.
I'm listening.
Blind love spelled the mage's demise. He called upon forces he could not control and died.
What about the guard?
The mage's lover could tell fortunes, and the mage created a deck of extraordinary tarot cards. He illustrated a future event on each card.
And?
Golems guarded the mage's dwelling. Those spared the ravages of time survive at the cemetery, where they remain motionless.
One of them is the guard?
Yes, the most powerful golem acted as sentry. The tower card depicts how the golem can be revived. In turn, this will open the tower anew. Take this card. I no longer need it.
still working.
I'm still working on the...
Make haste.
Don't get anxious.
As the same.
I'm not. I'm still... Don't...
As
I'm not.
want to.
Farewell.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Who it is? Statue of some sort. All-card obelisk. I can put the Sephirot
emerged. The old spells still work.
Might as well put it in. I don't have Yeseth. Okay, we have all the obelisks here. There's the clay pits. There's a shrine. I mean, I guess we could go to the clay pits and then deal with the shrine.
Nothing beats me.
Hopefully Gramps can stay alive. Place of power. Let's do the ritual of magic. I won't teleport to carcasses. Lace. I feel like that would leave Gramps in a kind of bad place. Gramps, you okay? Gramps. At least Gramps is just running away and not trying to fight them and getting into trouble because of that. Because of these drowned dead are the important ones. I've got to get 10 of them. Bloodzuga is here as well.
I'm hungry again.
Let's make a save just in case. Were they also... Let's see. Sensitive to silver and fire, the strong style is most efficient. Okay, strong style. And also they were weak against fire, so I should probably use Igni around here in general. And also go into group style, because I am overwhelmed. That is a lot of enemies that just came at me. Let's try that one again. And I feel like Necrophage oil could be a good idea, though I don't have any... Yeah, I only have this cream-feed oil. I'm gonna go ahead and use my grindstone on my silver sword here. Just for a general damage upgrade. Otherwise than that, we're gonna go ahead and... Oh, and there's even an Equinox over here. That's great. A little bit of everything. Yep. I think I do need to go in with a swallow here. Let's run away a little bit. Get some distance from those Equinox. Do I have a swallow? I don't have any swallows. I do need to go and meditate before I go deeper into the swamps here. This place is gonna be the end of me otherwise. Ah, I died to the death rattle. I do think I can deal with this though. Just gotta be careful about how to pull these. Oh.
3 islands they call this place. A plant called celandine flourishes here.
You know about herbs?
Well, I'm no herbalist, but I read much in my youth. For example, 2 doses of celandine combined with nasen salts produces a bomb that instills magic fear.
Useful.
Hordes of Bloodsweegers inhabit the swamp. If you can get 2 doses of their blood, mix it with abomination lymph and echinop spores, you create a potion that druids call Maribor Forest.
Know any other uses for herbs?
Damnable old age. I may remember later.
Thanks, Gramps, but apparently I got killed during the cutscene there. Yet again. I don't know why it went into a conversation there.
Enough! I've had enough!
Guess we might have like fallen out of combat. Yeah, I think it's because it dropped me out of combat. I need to skip through this. Skip through that quickly.
Enough! I've had enough!
Dead over here. Good grab that one. Are the drowners fighting the Echinops?
Enough! I've had enough! Enough! I've had enough!
Oh, no, I can't. I'll go against it right now. Gotta do these one at a time. This was gonna be trouble if I kill it. But I mean, what else am I gonna do? Sounds like there's something behind me. Not good. Oof. Yep. This is definitely not going to be easy.
Enough!
Just start with this one. Hey, he's not dealing a lot of damage. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Wonder if some Igni could help. Yeah, Igni seems to be doing a lot of damage. But I do take a lot of damage as well. The swings kill me real fast. I'm not gonna be able to fight that.
Enough! I've had enough! Enough! I've had enough.
Enough. Get those coup kills here.
I'm hungry again.
Enough! I've had enough!
Right, kill the drowned dead. Okay, here we have double. Pretty ideal. I mean, this drowner is going to be easy to deal with, just as is. Oh, there's more. There's more.
Enough! I've had enough!
Let's see if I can, like, dodge away from that death rattle. Yeah, I can. And it does also damage all the other enemies around it, so it's good.
Enough! I've had enough! Enough! I've had enough!
He's drowned dead, though. Ah! Gotta run away. Run away! A little bit too much. Oh, I died to some poison. No, wait, I died to, again, that one. We are stuck.
Enough! I've had enough!
It's no good.
I've had enough! Enough!
I can like kill a few of the drowned dead, but there's just too many others.
Enough! I've had enough!
Right, but then we have an Echinops again killing me, so it's no good. I think I just gotta go back and prepare at a fireplace. Pretty much it. Now we're getting into the fights where we need to actually prepare. Where's the fireplace? Fireplace. Right here.
Oh,
new talent. Oh, I mean, I guess we can get the silver damage upgrades, and I think we'll go for group first, and then fast, and yeah, then we need to do some alchemy. So, what was it? Magic Cordial, first of all, as a base. What was the Maribor Forest? Now I forget. We had 2 Celandine and a salt was one thing. Nazen salts. That was something. don't have too much of any alcohol here. Like good alcohol. We're definitely gonna need to have Swallow. So I'll mix up one of those. And a Necrophage oil is gonna be very good. And I guess we could do some... If we make white gold, we can make more. So I can turn some of this... Use white gold to make white gold. Don't quite know about that. Let's make another Swallow. Okay, I don't have the alchemical base for it. Well, that's not much. But I guess it's something. It got much darker than I was expecting it to be. I did not look at the time at all. I don't feel like going out and fighting stuff in this darkness. I'm half thinking about going back to town because I hadn't really realized we really need some better alcohol as base for our potions. We can't really make much with. We got just like a bunch of weak alcohol and stuff like that, so it's not really going to help us much. So yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit of a problem. An unknown potion. Oh yeah, because I brewed that. I mean, I guess I'll drink it before we go into battle. But I think we'll do that actually next week. We'll try to crush our way through the swamps here. Do some battle. Fight some baddies. Help Gramps. Yeah. I think we'll do that next week. So, thanks everyone for joining in today on The Witcher, and next Wednesday we'll continue on and do some combat. This time was a little bit more just talking to people in town and doing the investigation, but next time it's going to be all about fighting the swamp monsters and everything here, so that's going to be interesting. But that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll be playing some more Final Fantasy IX, and then on Saturday, Age of Empires and Chocobo GP, and Sunday is going to be D&D, as always. So, thanks everyone, and bye!